Good evening and welcome to the season launch for 2014. My name is Daniel Markworth and I'd like to share with you my story since becoming a St Kilda player. In many different ways, my journey over the past 2.5 years hasn't been too different to that of the club's. Excitement at a fresh start and some promising signs, mixed in with some anxiety and frustration. There have been some setbacks and doubt, but also enthusiasm, unity and a hunger for success. Before the Saints drafted me, my enduring memory of the club was a fierce rivalry we had built over the decade previous against Geelong, the team I supported as a kid. For St Kilda, the strength of the team didn't come from just the superstars we all know about, but the fanatical commitment of the group as a whole. I remember one game in particular. It was down in Launceston against Hawthorn in late 2009. The Saints hadn't lost all year, but were resting half the team. Many in the football community gave the Saints little chance against the reigning premiers, but 114 tackles later, and with the help of unheralded players like David Armitage and debutant Jack Stephen, St Kilda prevailed. When I was drafted to St Kilda at the end of 2011, I was nervous, excited and overwhelmed all at the same time. I couldn't quite believe I was about to join one of the best sides of the past decade. In my first year at the club, I overcame some niggling injuries as my body adapted to the AFL lifestyle, and I started to play some reasonable football for Sandringham. After I was made emergency 3 times towards the season's end, I felt confident that I was pretty close to a call-up and was full of confidence to attack the next pre-season and give myself the best chance possible. In late 2012, we travelled as a club to Boulder, Colorado, for the first time to get a competitive advantage. I was highly motivated and wanted to use this opportunity to train hard, bond with my teammates, and launch myself into a big pre-season. Instead, I injured my knee whilst laying a tackle, ruptured my ACL, and my 2013 season was over before it had started. When you do a serious injury like an ACL, your mind races with many different thoughts, both positive and negative. You also ask yourself many different questions, many of which only time will give the answer to. Will I play this upcoming year? When will I run again? Will I ever be the same as I was before the injury? Here I was, a second-year player with no games to my name, on a standard 2-year contract, and I couldn't play any games to prove myself. This brought the biggest question of all: will I even be here next year? These are the hard times and the negatives of injury, but with these come an abundance of positives. The first of which was the club giving me a sign of faith through a contract extension. This meant I could concentrate on my rehab and not worry about rushing back. The biggest positive from the injury, though, was the support and encouragement I received from the people around me. Both my family and friends were terrific, but so was the support from my teammates, coaches, medical staff, and others all around the club. Rehab can be an isolating place, but it was the support from the people around me who made my year that much more enjoyable and positive. After a long and challenging 11 months of rehab, I returned to Boulder at the end of last year, and when I was training on the exact same field, I hurt my knee again. Naturally, I feared the worst and was despondent, but fortunately it was just a minor setback, and now 3 months later, I'm right to go again. Now that I am fit and healthy, I have a real desire to deliver. Since my draft year in 2011, 28 new players have joined the club. I've watched my fellow draftees debut and play some good senior football for this club. I'm proud to see the likes of Seb Ross, Jimmy Webster and Jack Nunes play senior footy, but I want to be out there with them. Seeing them play makes me hungrier than ever. I have also seen 2 more years of talented draftees come in. The feeling amongst all the players is that there are very few of us who can't challenge for senior selection. With so many new faces, there has been a lot of us on a steep learning curve. But there is also healthy competition for spots, and with that comes a chance of rapid improvement. Things can turn quickly. What I have also begun to understand is that it is not just about us players and coaches. We all have a role to play. Staff, volunteers, members, corporates. And it's working together that will help bring St Kilda back to the force I remember us being throughout my childhood. Since I arrived at this great club, what has really left an imprint on me are the St Kilda people. The kids in the schools, supporters on game day, the people on the street, those you meet at family day, you in this room. Your passion, your commitment, it never ceases to amaze. I know this club means a lot to a lot of people. So many have shown faith in me during some challenging times in the past couple of years. There is a lot of good energy around the place and a real sense of unity and purpose as we embark on taking this club back to being the contender it was not so long ago. We are all on board and excited about the road to 2018, and I hope you are too.